What's going on, YouTube? My name's Siobhan, and I'm going to be talking about the Myers-Briggs personality test, which I did about a couple days ago now, over at a friend's house, and yeah, it just really inspired me to make this video, and after watching other videos of people talking about being an INFJ, that really inspired me to make this video. So to begin, yeah, I tested as an INFJ twice, and it's pretty astonishing to read an overview of that personality type, because it was so similar to me, and not even myself have I been able to put a finger on it, as it, whatever it is, as closely as yeah, as that overview was. And it was just really astonishing to get that kind of insight on myself. And yeah, just want to talk a bit more about that. So the story starts, I was at my buddy's house and we were just hanging out, you know, and he was like, "Oh, have you heard of the Myers-Briggs personality test?" Because I guess a friend of his showed him, and I was like, "No." So it was really, he showed me his results, and he got INTJ, and I was reading over his results and his overview, and I thought for sure, I was like, this is me. This is I was reading it over. I can't remember anything it was saying, but I just felt so strongly that that was me. So I decided to take the test, and my results for INFJ. And yeah, apparently INFJ is the rarest of the personality types, at 2% over the whole population. I'm pretty sure US population. I live in Canada, so I'm not too sure what the statistics are, but we'll just say it's rare. So that was the first thing that definitely blew my mind. I was just like, oh wow, I always knew I was I just knew I was different. I just knew. And that definitely helped justify that. Not that I have anything over anybody else, but I just knew, just always felt like I was never fully understood. And yeah, this whole overview understood me. So yeah, it was just astonishing. It almost brought tears to my eyes that there was a passage like that could just completely state those things about me and why I think the way I do and how I think. And because these are questions I ask myself a lot, pretty often, every day. So yeah, it was really astonishing. And after that led me to YouTube, where I friggin' looked up INFJ and a whole bunch of testimonials from other people who took the Myers-Briggs test. And it was pretty crazy to see these people who were so similar to myself. Just always felt like the odd man out. I just want to talk about some of my experiences at a young age that I'm kind of piecing together in my mind right now, discovering this material, and why it was just my behavior back then. So yeah, I always felt really left out, really secluded from the group, because where I'm from, it's all about sports, hockey, something, you name it, lacrosse, something active, and I'm just not into that. I'm really artistic and creative. I really like to watch documentaries and write music and discover new things and keep my mind busy in that sense. And I was just never yeah, even at that young age, I felt lost. Didn't think I had a thing, just lost. But I always had best friends, people generally wanted to be around me, it seemed and I never really understood why. Yeah, and I just growing up, just had a lot of best friends, and that was in a lot of the videos I watched, that was a topic that was being brought up. And yeah, I definitely realized that. And Yeah, once I found music, which is like my biggest artistic outlet, after that I don't know, like I excelled in it exceptionally even after having um no formal training. Like I'm a self-taught drummer. I also play guitar. I never took any guitar lessons, but at my high school I took a guitar course which I didn't really learn too much in, but I just kind of kept it going myself. But I always just had a thing, like I don't know where it came from, just like something inside, just I just knew what to do when it came to music, and I was just sort of inclined in that way, and I never really understood why. And after reading the like the results, it kind of makes sense to me now. Yeah. So what else did I want to talk about? Um, yeah, like just the way I think too. Just like thinking the way I think and how like my inner and outer worlds interact, and especially with the relationships that are happening in the outer world. Uh, like one thing that just really caught my attention with another video was I can't remember who it was. I wish I could give credit, but this person was saying like they were so their minds are always racing, and even when they're having a conversation with somebody else, their mind, like my mind, is gone way off left field and took that whatever was happening in this present conversation like down 3 4 steps in my own brain. It was just like while still trying to maintain this conversation. And yeah, that was just like the way I think, just like in the way, yeah. So that's one way it affected my outer world. And then another way it affected my outer world is like I just feel really passionate about humanity and stuff. And like I don't know, I just think I'm really displeased with the state of the world, and I have a really strong value system that I stick by. I don't know, it's just something in me just tells me no matter what. Like if even my own friends, like you know what I mean, I see somebody and I know that they're, even when they're in the wrong, like I don't know, like it's just I'm just always been like that. I'm for what's right, and I know I'm really strong. I really feel strongly about that, and um, I'm not really like I don't know how to word it. I'm not ready to give it like up my values very easily, if, for lack of a better words. Um, always I always was like afraid to like to show love. Like I just have like this deep caring for people, and like I never really understood it. Like I could just look at people and just kind of like get their overview about it being like I don't know, like whatever it is again. Like I could just get them and understand them immediately, and I immediately felt compassion for them, like whatever their situation was. And even just strangers, like I would just see a stranger and I'd just be like, just notice the beauty in them, like male or female. And I'm a straight male, and just like the beauty in people in general, like almost like I could just like feel what kind of energies they had going on in them and recognize when they were good. And that definitely led me to like the friends I have today. um yeah, another thing too was the social like aspect too. Just like I have a lot of friends and I love going out and I love being around people, but like if I do that for too long, I feel like I need to get away and be with my own thoughts and like get lost in something like a documentary or writing something on guitar or something. I just need to get away. But at the same time, like I want to do that, like, and I do that, but I still come back home and still feel like the loneliest like person, and I don't know why. It's weird. It's like I'm content, but I'm like lonely at the same time. And again, like my mind just wanders with that. um yeah. Oh, I didn't even mention what like some key facts about the INFJ. So yeah, we are introverts. That's what the I stands for. So um yeah, I think inwardly I don't know, I'm still new to this whole thing. I just got really inspired quickly, so I'm still trying to grasp this all. But I don't know, something inside me just tells me immediately that, like, I don't know, nothing resonated with me as strongly as that paragraph in my life. It just touched me. I just knew this piece of writing was uh, explaining me. Oh yeah, that's another thing too, writing. Like, I always excelled at writing. And that's another thing, like, key thing about INFJs, I guess, is that they're really good writers. And yeah, if you're reading this whole thing I want to put together, as opposed to it being a video, you'd probably get it a lot better. I feel like I'm all over the place right now, so bear with me. But yeah, like, always super strong in English. Just, yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah, this strong intuitive feeling. Like, this is how I describe it to people, and I've got a few close friends who I try my best to describe it to, but it's like, this is what I say to them. I'm like, when you just know? Well, I just know. Like, and it's like, that's it. Like, I feel so strongly inside. I just know something. Like, for example, like, like, I come home and, like, let's say my parents have just had a bit of a fight. Like, I could feel the energy, and I simply come downstairs and I ask my cousin what happened, and told me something had happened immediately, and I hadn't even asked my parents or even could possibly have known that anything had happened, but I just knew. Like, I walked in and I just felt it. Just know that something was up. Oh yeah, another thing too, I guess, about INFJs is that we're really into symbolism and hidden meanings and possibilities, and I could definitely say that about myself. Anybody that's involved in, like, the New Age movement or anything like that, like, um, been about that stuff for like 2 years now, and it's like my little sanctuary. I could just come home and get lost in that, and it also ties in with, like, that deep caring for humanity and wanting to see the human race strive. Pretty much. Yeah, like I said, I'm just getting into this. I'm really just making this video based on my astonishment that there are others out there that think like I do. And yeah, so this will probably be it for now. Hopefully I get some more inspiration and I'm able to make another, maybe more well put video, but this is just my experience discovering my type is INFJ. So it's been good. Thanks.